Now, how to choose a database in your system design interviews? Well, it's fairly simple. Firstly, if you have to perform simple lookups like, for example, if you want to store, let's say, username and password of your clients, you can use a key value store with username as the key and password as a value. Okay? Or you can use a key value store as a cache for data. For example, Redis, which is a key value store, is very commonly used for caching. And don't worry, we will discuss caching later on, okay? But if your use case is a bit more complicated, where you need more than simple key value lookups, like for example, if your data is too complicated to be stored as key value pairs, or if you need some querying capabilities, not just retrieving values using keys. In such cases, you can go with either relational DBMS or a document DBMS. So now how to choose between these two? Again, this is very simple. If you want your DBMS to be ACID compliant, you must go with relational DBMS because non-relational databases don't provide ACID properties. Well, some of them do, but they provide weaker variants of ACID properties. Okay? So for example, if you're building a payment system, which means you're transferring money from one account to another, a typical example, then you would need ACID transactions. And in such cases, you must go with relational DBMS. Okay? Now, when to use document DBMS then? If you don't have structured data, which means that attributes or the data types of those attributes are not well defined, in such cases, you must go with non-relational DBMS like document DBMS. Okay? For example, let's say you are building a database for an e-commerce platform and you want to store the information about the products together. But as you can imagine, different products will have different attributes. For example, for cell phones, the attributes would be something like screen size, resolution, battery capacity, inbuilt memory, etc. On the other hand, for let's say headphones, the attributes would be cord length, cord type, wearing style, etc. Okay? So as you will keep adding different products to your database, you would need to store different attributes. So in such cases, non-relational databases must be used. Okay? Now, if you don't need ACID properties and you also have a structured data, then there is no problem. You can go with any database. Okay?